Hey everybody, it's Vince from Spradley Kia here in Pueblo, Colorado, and welcome to my channel. If you are new to my channel, please like and subscribe. It definitely does help me out. And today we are going to take a look at the 2022 Kia K5 in passion red with black interior. This model here has the 1.6 turbo engine, and it has the 18-inch sport alloy wheels, which are one of my favorite features of this car. Let me just get a close up right there, right off the bat. But again, if you're new to my channel, please like and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 200 subscribers by the 4th of July, and it definitely does help me out. So starting right away, one of my favorite features of this car is the daytime running lights, which you can see right there in amber. My favorite feature, I have to say, is that new design there that they came out with in 2021, which is carried over to 2022. And then you see the tiger nose grille with the tiger eye lights right there in front with the Kia badging on there. That is new to the 2022 models, which I am a huge fan of. I really do think that Kia has knocked it out of the park with their new badging. Big fan of that. Coming around to the side, let's do a quick side profile here. Again, this is the 1.6 liter turbo engine, which is pretty powerful. These K5s are a hybrid between the Optima and the Stinger, and you really feel that in the turbo versions of these. They have a 1.6 liter and a 2.5 liter turbo engine. So you really do feel that on these cars with the new trim levels. This one here is a GT line, so this again is one of the turbo engines on it, and you definitely do feel it. I'm filming with a new microphone, so hopefully kind of reduces some of the wind noise. It's very windy here in Colorado, so hopefully this new microphone really does help out. Here's kind of a look at the back. I really do like this chrome accent they have here that goes up and around the window, and then it comes and it kind of makes a cool trim piece all the way around. Big fan of that. Now you could definitely pop the trunk with a little button right here. Very nice trunk, big spacious trunk. It has pass-through, so you have the little tabs here. You pull those and the seats will drop down there. Now a lot of these new Kia K5s have the cargo hook. The cargo hook holds up to 22 pounds and pretty useful for small bags. So obviously in a brand new car, we do have the mats that we do for our customers. This one has not only the carpeted tray liner here, but you also have the rubber mat underneath. You can guys get a shot of that. You have the rubber mat underneath, and then underneath that, then you have your standard floor. Underneath on this one, you do have the tire with the jack kit, which a lot of people do like. Not a lot of them come with the not a lot of vehicles now come with a spare tire, but this guy does, which I really do like. So kind of moving, usually when we do a walk around, we kind of try and hit all 6 points of the car. But again, I just want to give you guys one more shot of the profile there before we move into the inside of the vehicle. So this one here, again, the 2022 K5 GT line in passion red, black interior. With the GT line package, you do have the electronic seats for the driver, and then you have your controls there, your window locks, door locks, mirror controls, all right there. And then getting into the vehicle, starting right there on the left, you have your lane keep assist, your illumination button for your center console. So when you press this guy, it will illuminate your center console. In the 2021 version of this car, it came out with this kind of feature here that says your vehicle will be turned off automatically, and then it counts down from 30 minutes. You can also set that to an hour as well, but that is a new feature starting in 2021 for the Kia models. Going back there, you also can turn off your traction control as well. One of my favorite features is the automatic lights, so you can always set your lights to auto, and then you'll never have to worry about setting your lights again. I haven't fussed with my lights in 3 years, and I really do love the auto light feature. A lot of technology in this car, so if you have a smartphone, you can use Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, and you can control it with these buttons here. You can also, that's where you would activate Siri or your virtual assistant, and then you have your activate a call or deactivate a call along with your volume switches there. And then this guy is for your radio. Mode is a feature that will be with your radio. You can switch it to right there, and when I press mode, you can customize it. So if you want the mode to switch through FM only, or sounds of nature, or just Bluetooth, you can set whichever ones you want there. The little arrow will always take you back, and that's your standard screen there. So let's jump right into that screen. So this is the big redesign in 2021, which is carried over to 2022, is this big screen here. It's a lot different than the Optima, its predecessor. It had a touchscreen as well, but nothing like this. You can set profiles on this vehicle, which is really cool, so you could have up to 2 profiles. And then this screen here has an overlay of the navigation. I don't know if you can kind of see it in the sun, but you do have the overlay for the navigation, and then you have your music and your outside temperature right there as well. If you're not a fan of the touchscreen, you have physical buttons on your left and on your right, which you can use to manipulate the most common features. But again, it's a touchscreen, so you could swipe it towards the driver, and you have navigation in this GT line. You have your phone, which you can set up through Bluetooth, again, Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, which is phone projection. So if I tap that, there we go. So it won't let you do that unless you have your phone connected. Voice memos, climate, HD radio, media, sounds of nature, Uvo, which is Kia's app. So when you have Uvo connected, you have things like your roadside assistance. You can call Uvo directly. You have your calendar, vehicle diagnostics, bunch of stuff there. Roadside assistance is really cool. You do get a 5-year 60 roadside assistance with any brand new vehicle, and you don't have to fumble and worry about having that phone number with you. You can always just click roadside assistance right there, and it'll call when your car is paired with your phone. Uvo settings, there's one setting in here that I really love that I wish would automatically come activated, which is 911 Connect. I'm going to go ahead and activate this now, and yes, I accept terms and conditions. So 911 Connect's really cool. What it'll do is if you're ever in an accident and your phone is connected to the vehicle and the airbags deploy, the car will call 911 for you. So that's something that is super cool, and I am a big fan of. So again, you just have this cool touchscreen here. Little arrows take you back, little house takes you home. So if I click the little house, it'll take you to your primary screen, and then you can just swipe through. I really do love that the big screen redesign here for the K5 starting in 2021. Now, fun fact, K5, the Optima was always called K5 in South Korea, and now in the United States it is called K5. So like when I said it's a hybrid between the Stinger and the Optima, that's what that is. The K5 is that hybrid of those two models, especially you feel it in the turbos. Climate control right there in the center. You have your dual climate in this model, and you have your blower speed. You can go up, you can go down, you could be at different temperatures. And then the sync button right here. The sync button will always sync the temperature to the driver. So if I press sync, it goes right to the driver, and then you can manipulate both sides with just turning the driver. You could turn the whole unit off if you wish, but it is a million degrees here today, so I am going to make sure that is on so I don't roast to death in this car. And then you have your USB ports. So you have your main USB port right here. That's the one you're going to plug your phone into for Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. And then you have your battery, and then you have your 12 volt. So coming in here, come get a good angle there, is your cup holders. Then you also have your column, and then you have your parking. Right there you have your parking brake and auto hold. So a couple of things. People always ask me about auto hold. They don't tend to understand it, so they don't really use it. But auto hold is something that I do love. I use it every day. So I'm going to go ahead and throw myself in drive, and I'm going to go ahead and roll forward just a bit, and I'm going to stop. So auto hold, let's pretend I'm at a drive-through, or I'm waiting for my kid at practice, something like that, and I want to take my feet off the pedals but not necessarily put myself in park. Trust me, it comes up a lot more than you think. You can press auto hold. Well, you put your foot down on the brake, so you got to put your foot down on the brake and then press auto hold. Now what you're going to see is right there, you're going to see auto hold pop up on the screen, and then you could remove your feet from the pedals. So I took my feet off the pedals, so now I'm not constantly holding the brake, and I am in basically a park. So I am just parked here, I am in a hold. And then to engage that, all I do is put my foot on the accelerator, auto hold goes off, and I roll forward. So pretty cool. Trust me, I use it a lot more than you think I would, but it is definitely a very useful feature. One thing with the different modes on this car, and that's going to be this button right here, you have your drive modes. So drive modes, if I could direct your attention to the center screen, you have Sport, Custom, Normal, and Smart. Smart is pretty cool. My wife's been using Smart a lot lately. She likes it a lot. It'll basically learn how you drive, so it'll throw you into sport mode when you're using a lot of power, but then it'll take you down to a normal mode when you're just kind of going around town. It kind of learns how you drive. That's kind of why it's called Smart. She actually likes it a lot. I prefer just being a normal personally, or eco on my vehicle. And that's just your standard, it's going to get you the best gas mileage kind of thing. But then you have sport. So sport mode will give you basically a little bit more power. You're going to feel this car more like a sports car than an automatic vehicle. And so you do that by the column right here. So you can use just the knob, like I was saying. You can just throw yourself into sport with using your knob. But while I am in park, I'm going to go back to normal. And while I'm in park, I can throw this to the left. And so now I'm in a sport mode. So right there you see the 1 in the upper left hand corner of that center screen. I can throw myself out into second gear. You can't go any more higher than this, but when you start getting into higher speeds, you can go third gear, fourth gear, that kind of thing, and then throw yourself back down. And then whenever you're done with it, all you have to do, pop it back to the right. So not a really big change there, but you just pop it back to the right. You do have a wireless phone charger down here as well, which is really cool. So if you have a QI device that charges wirelessly, it'll fit there. And then you have your big central cubby. And you have your big glove box as well. Pretty nice, nifty little glove box there. Nothing too attractive, but your standard glove box. You have more cup holders than people in this car. You have one in each doorway, one there, one in the driver, and then again you have your cup holders here also on the center. In the second row you have your cup holders there in the door, and then that middle seat comes down, and then you have cup holders there as well. So cup holders pretty much everywhere. A lot of room in this car. I feel very comfortable in this car. There is, I'm not cramped. I'm just very comfortable in this vehicle. It's just our sedan. It's Kia's sedan, which is really cool. You do have your standard screen there, which you can manipulate on this side of the steering wheel, which I did not get to. This little button here with the pages can turn that center screen to different options. A lot of people like the digital speedometer. You have your cruise controls here, and then your lane keep assist there. So I don't know if you saw that when I press that little button there with the steering wheel, it pops up right there. So that's your active lane assist, so it's going to move you into the direction of the lane. If you're veering off into the lane, it's going to move you back into the center, which is kind of cool. Now let's see if we can do a little bit of a test drive here. I know you guys probably can't experience it like you would a normal test drive because you guys are on camera, but do just a little bit of a test drive, see about the power of this vehicle. This really is a very, very smooth vehicle. It's it doesn't hesitate when it comes to acceleration. It's nice and easy to drive. I mean, it is an easy vehicle to manipulate. Watch out, Jeep. Jeez, watch out, Dodge. Things barreling down the street here. Now, we're a pretty small dealership here in Colorado, so it's not like we are a major, gigantic dealership with 700 cars on the lot at any given time. We typically have, I don't know, 45, 60 new cars at a good day. Lately, with this whole COVID and semiconductor problems, which isn't really affected by Kia because Kia makes their own semiconductors, but our inventory has been taking kind of a hit, so I don't have a lot of cars typically to show. I like to go this way because I can kind of show you guys. Very smooth, great handling. I take that little turn with no effort whatsoever. Hopefully these cars go straight and they don't turn. Or you could turn there, that's cool. But I want to go down north, which is where these cars are all turning. So if you have a small family, couple of kids, spouse, 2 adults, 3 kids kind of situation, this car is perfect. It's great on gas. It's economical. It's roomy. Oh, this guy playing catch with his dog. It really is a great buy. These lease very well. K5s, Sportages, they're my favorite cars to put people in for leases, just because they just lease very well. They have a good residual, that kind of thing. I always like to do test drives or send my customers on test drives up this hill because you can kind of experience the power. So I'm going to go ahead and pretty easy. Not bad at all. You really do feel that turbo engine kick in. Gonna make another right, because 4 rights takes you into a circle and takes you right back to the dealership. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. I do try and get to my comments daily. I try and get to that daily, which is kind of cool. I like hearing feedback. A lot of people always say, dude, why do you have the badging on the back of the car for your dealership? It's double-sided tape. It comes right off. Every dealership does it. I don't know. A lot of people complain that dealership badge will remove the paint and ruin the car, and they have to get all kinds of special equipment to take it off. I really don't know what those people are talking about because it's just like double-sided tape. It pops right off. I mean, if someone doesn't want it, we don't put it on there. Personally, I don't have it on my vehicle. I get it. I mean, these cars are little pieces of art. I get it, trust me, but it's just one of those things. Oh, do a juke move, pull right instead of, so I don't hit that red light, and come around Subaru and back again. So again, thank you for watching and subscribing to my channel if you have. If you have not, take a look at it. I got a lot of cars. I try and do 1 car a week. I really do like what I do. Selling cars is pretty fun. I've been a Kia guy for, geez, what, 7 years? No, God, no, 8, 9, 10, 11 years. I drove a Kia Forte for 8 years. I've had a Kia Stinger for 2 years, and I'm on my second Kia Stinger, and that's coming up on 2 years. So what's the math on that? 12? I've been a Kia guy for 12 years, way before I started working here. But it is definitely appreciated for the subscriptions. I really do want to grow my channel. I really do take my job seriously, and YouTube is just kind of something I've been doing lately for fun. See if we could just put this vehicle back on the lot somewhere. I'm going to sneak it right in between these Sportages. Alright guys, well again, thanks for watching. It's been fun making these videos, playing around with my new microphone and such, and I will see you guys down at the dealership. Thanks for watching.